guys, come on this journey with me, okay? Or you know what? I'm gonna go on this journey. This is how you can do and be absolutely anything. You show up to the place, and then once you're there, you do the thing confidently, okay? So, what do you have to do? You have to learn how to say and do the thing, and then you have to know where to show up to do the thing, and then go there confidently, and you say and do the thing. And so, if one person can show up anywhere, at a computer or at a place, and they can do a thing, and that can create value or whatever it is, it means that any other person who is willing to learn and show up can do that also. And so, there's really nothing stopping anybody from learning anything and showing up anywhere other than ourselves. So, stop with the excuses. You know, from what I've seen, people want things and they're willing to put in the work, but people are just not organized. Life is happening as long as you're alive. As long as you're alive, there's going to be traffic and bills and surprises and groceries and meals and distractions and bathroom breaks. All that, it's never going to go anywhere. And not to mention social media, whose sole purpose is to take every second of your attention from you. And so you have all those things that will forever be tugging at your attention. And if you don't set up a system, an organization, a schedule, a commitment to a set of actions day in and day out, we don't stand a chance at building anything, at learning anything in order to show up anywhere and make a difference. See, it's not talent. And it's not really even hard work. It's organization and systems that lead to consistency, that leads to confidence, that then leads to getting the thing done. So if it's our own confidence that stands in the way of doing anything, and the only way to build the confidence is to do the thing over and over and over again, and the only way to do the thing over and over and over again in this day and age is to have an impenetrable system, then that's the way to do anything worth doing. It's not you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with me. It's just, I don't have a system. You don't have a system. That's why you don't have what you want. So, do what you gotta do to find a system that will empower you to do what you need to do every single day so you could have whatever it is that you want to have or be, whoever it is you want to be.
If you laugh, you risk appearing to be a fool. If you weep, you risk appearing to be sentimental. If you reach out for another, you risk rejection. If you love, you risk not being loved in return. If you place your dreams in front of the crowd, you risk ridicule. If you go forward in the face of overwhelming odds, you risk failure. But risk must be taken, for the greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing. The person who risks nothing has nothing, does nothing is nothing. That person may avoid suffering, pain, and embarrassment, but that individual will not learn, love, change, feel, or grow. Only the person who takes risks is truly free.
How aware are you when 1 minute of your lifetime has already passed? What did you do in the last 1 minute? If you say, I don't know, I just woke up and then 6 hours were gone. Yeah, that means, because you were unaware of what happened in the last 6 hours.
Stop scaring yourself. How often do you terrorize yourself with your own thoughts? And it's only coming from your thoughts. Nobody out there is doing a thing. Sometimes it's an old family pattern. Sometimes we get new things. We find so many ways to scare ourselves. I would like people to, when you have time, to make a list of your fears. Make a list of your fears. And then give yourself the opportunity to turn each fear into a positive affirmation. Turn each one into something positive. And remember, always you are in charge. You are always in charge.
You're not broken. You're breaking through. You're unpacking years of baggage. You're adjusting to a new reality where you don't have to shrink who you are just to survive. I'm proud of you for doing the work. It won't only change your life, it will create a ripple effect in the world around you. So keep going, because the pain you're going through right now won't be for nothing.
You are still on the right path. Even if you feel like you are consistently failing, this is still where you're supposed to be in life. And every single thing that you're going through is going to be a lesson. If you take it as a lesson, you have the choice to be self-aware and think, could I have done this differently? Where did I go wrong? What can I improve on? Constantly reflecting, constantly getting better, because that is the beauty of life. It's about constantly getting better.
Every single thing that you want is going to require you to be uncomfortable. If you want a better looking body, you're going to have to put yourself through some uncomfortable workouts. If you want to make more money, you're going to have to learn higher value skills and do some things that you don't know how to do, which is uncomfortable. If you want to make new friends, you're going to have to put yourself out there, which is uncomfortable. No matter how hard you try, you cannot avoid discomfort. Even if you choose the easy road, the path of least resistance, and you dance around discomfort your entire life, guess what's waiting on the other side? Your good old friend, discomfort. Discomfort is a certainty in life, so you might as well choose the discomfort that actually gets you what you want.
Be grateful for the problems that you have, because I believe they're specifically designed for you, your growth, your development, and the things that you need to possess as an individual in order to grow and become the individual that you're destined to become.
A process is as hard as you make it. Even if sometimes that's not what you want to hear. We have so much influence on how we perceive things. Sometimes life is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Try to find joy in everything you do, no matter how small. You deserve it.
Faith is a very mysterious thing, because it asks us to choose it before it proves it. But we're left with two options. It's either I sit with doubt where I'm at for my entire life, or I choose to walk with faith into the abyss into the unknown. Taking chances, taking risks, all the things that come with it. And that is no easy feat, because we don't know what is around the corner. But that thing in us that continually taps us on the shoulder and pulls us towards this life of mystery and this life of unknown, why would it do that? Why won't it let me just be comfortable here? And I think it's because the ripest, most beautiful things are found in the places that are scariest to go.
Our actions, not our pasts, define who we are.
Victims see their past as their fate. Champions see their past as their origin story. And so a lot of people are living through their origin story right now, or they're living through the very reason that they'll never be successful, but it could be the exact same situation. And the only difference between either character is the actions they choose to take.
I think the unknown is our friend. And I think it can come with seasons of isolation and hurt and hardship. But the beauty that comes from the unknown, and the revelation that comes from the unknown, and the gratitude that comes from the unknown makes you know the unknown. And it helps you continue to navigate the unknown.
Every person who wants to do something in their life or has done something with their lives is going through the exact same chapter that you're going through right now. And it's the lonely chapter. It's the chapter where you don't fit in with your old friends, but you don't have the achievements yet to fit in with a new group of friends. And you're doing all this stuff, right? The fruit tutorials, you're watching these videos, and you're reading everything you can get your hands on. And you're going through it and you're thinking to yourself, like, is this even worth it? Because you're not seeing any signs of success. But the sign of success is the hate that you get along the way. It is the leading indicator. And what you can't do is bend the knee to their hate and try and fit back in and conform because it's comfortable and it's warm. You could go back. You could go party. You could go to the nightclubs. You could say that this was just a hobby. You could downplay what you're doing. Like then, as you're saying, you can feel like a fake because you're lying to yourself. You're lying to them about what your real intentions are.
Before you go to bed every night, take inventory of whether or not you got closer to where you want to be or further away from where you want to be. Take the time to analyze your day. If it got you closer, that's a win. Feel the satisfaction of that win. You could have done anything with this day, and what you chose to do was to get closer to who you want to be. And if that day got you further away, feel the sting of the loss. Today was an opportunity for you to get closer to who you ultimately want to become. You could have been a little bit closer to the man you want to be, the woman you want to be, the provider you want to be, the parent you want to be, but you chose differently. Really think about that and feel that sting. Because if you do, I guarantee you're going to wake up tomorrow and choose to do something a little bit differently.
And there's something really beautiful about the days that you worked hard and nobody knew it, that you gave it your best shot and nobody saw it. Just you. There's something beautiful about realizing that we all start somewhere. And wherever we start, it's sacred and it's special because it's the building block, it's the foundation of who we will become and what we are becoming.
Most people get up every day and do the same thing. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, they tell themselves they're going to change their lives one day. But they never do. They go on wondering why nothing in their life ever changes, but they never change. But what if you did? What if right now became that moment? Where you finally decided that today is the day where your entire life changes. Right now is the moment where you put your fucking phone down and finally decide that you're tired of achieving the same thing you always have. What if today became your day?
You need to understand that your only limit is your mind. All of the barriers and all of the obstacles that you think are holding you back don't actually exist in reality. They only exist in your mind. Understand that all of these are just limiting beliefs, and you need to be aware of them or they're going to hold you back without you even knowing. There's a great quote that goes, "He who believes he can and he who believes he can't are both typically right."
True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you. Sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. And anything you want good, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back. Pull someone else up. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference.
You're gonna be dead forever, and you weren't born for a long time. And so in this little window that all of us have, why not try to fight for enjoyment? This concept of beating yourself up for what you're not just kills me.
Stop telling the story of your past and start telling the story of your future. Stop believing in your past, real or imagined, and start believing in your future. Stop romancing the past and let's start romancing your future. So the unlearning process then, 95% of who we are is a set of memorized behaviors, automatic emotional responses, unconscious habits, hardwired attitudes, beliefs, and perceptions that are automatic like a computer program. So if we're in a program, then we're unconscious. So in order for us to change, we have to become conscious of our unconscious thoughts and the story and the narrative that we tell and those memories, to become familiar with how we speak or how we act and become so conscious that we don't go unconscious to that behavior.
The worst plot against humanity is that tomorrow is a better day than today. People call this hope. I call this hopeless. The moment you think tomorrow is a better day than today, you can live in a perpetual sense of deception. Tomorrow will always be a better day because tomorrow never comes. Those who have become slaves of their own thought and emotion, for such people, hope is an important tool, or so they think. But for this life, this doesn't need hope. This needs a jubilance. This needs to reverberate with everything around now. And it can only do it now. It cannot do it tomorrow. You cannot live tomorrow. You can only live now.
You see, life isn't about having it all figured out by a certain age. Don't let social media lie to you. It's about the journey, the lessons, the growth. That's just the beginning of discovering who you really are. So listen to me. Don't rush the process. Embrace every moment, every setback, and every victory. You're exactly where you need to be. Building, growing, and stepping into your purpose. Keep going. You'll soon figure it out.
Pablo Picasso said, "The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away."
September, right now, is the single best season to use to your advantage. And the reason is simple. You got 4 months. That's what you're working with. And the shorter the amount of time you have, the more productive you're going to be. Why? You have no choice. Tight deadlines amplify your focus. They force you to narrow your attention. And September creates a situation where your new goal or the thing you want to work on, we're shrinking that down into 4 months until the end of the year.
human being has to have a sense of purpose. The feeling of no purpose is suicidal. So what people do is they create a false sense of purpose. The false sense of purpose will be attention. If I get so much attention from people and so much recognition, then I'm fulfilled. But then you can never realize that you can never get enough attention. Other people say money. If I make enough money, then I'm going to be happy. But we see how many people get to that point and they're not fulfilled and they're miserable. You as an individual, you had a purpose in life. You had something you were meant to achieve because you have a unique DNA, unique genetics, and unique parents, and unique experiences. Something about you is truly original and weird. And to the degree that you mine that weirdness and your uniqueness, you can become fulfilled. You can create something beautiful and lasting.
Imagine you are 80 years old. You're in your final days, and all you can do is reflect on your life. You're looking back on the last 80 years, and you come to this haunting realization. You didn't even try. You prioritized comfort and convenience over actually living life. You allowed fear to imprison you your entire life. The thought of what people might think or what people might say stopped you from taking chances and doing what you actually wanted to do. You lived 80 long years and you don't even have the satisfaction to say that you tried your best. You spent a third of those 80 years working at a job you don't even like, surrounded by people that you don't even like. Then you went and sat secluded in your home, dreaming about the things that you want and never actually chasing them. The closest you ever got was looking at people on a screen, doing what you want to do. Is that what you want to be thinking about when you're 80 years old? Every single day that passes where you sit on your hands and don't make the change that you need to make, it becomes more and more likely that that is going to be you.
Change. Damn. Damn. That's some real shit. So, what do you want? What do you want your story to be when you're 80 years old?